Alright guys, so I'm gonna tell you what I just did. I just candled 7 eggs and found the embryo on them. All 7 eggs are great looking, as you can see. So I mark the top so that they don't roll, or if they do, if they get out of place, we can fix them. Unlike chicken eggs, they need to be in one position during the gestation period, or they can drown in the yolk. So how I deal with mom is, this is not mom. This is an almost adult female that I put in mom's old cage. So I removed mom from this tank, cleaned it out, and put a completely different snake in here that's never laid eggs. So she will not care. This snake will not be bothered at all by the fact that it might smell like eggs in this tank. So what I do is I completely remove the animal from the enclosure that they laid eggs in. So I sprayed her down quick. This is Selenite. She just laid 7 beautiful eggs, and you can see she's completely deflated. They don't eat while they are gravid because they're a long tube. There's nowhere for the food to digest and go through the exit when they're full of eggs. She's kind of funny. She just went through there. So she's kind of like, what's going on? But this tank that I switched her, put her in, I cleaned this tank out, set it up for her. It will make her forget that she laid eggs. And what that will do is get her out of mom mode. Instead of wanting to incubate eggs for 60 days, she will focus on eating again and getting that sunken in tummy, getting that weight put back on, which that's important. So that's the main reason, one of the main reasons why I don't let my moms incubate, is because of their health. I want them to recuperate and get eating and back to normal weight and stuff and healthy again, like as soon as possible, because that just takes so much out of them to lay those eggs. They lose like 1/3 of their body weight. So she did great. She's a great mom. Now, the other thing with an incubator is you have a controlled environment. So these eggs need certain humidity levels, they need certain temperatures, they need certain airflow fluctuation, they need checked on, and they can't roll, as I mentioned. So when you have a mom in something like a vivarium terrarium, you got to worry about the heat pad, you got to worry about the humidity, you got to worry about mom accidentally knocking the eggs over, you have to worry about them getting crushed or something, or drying out or getting too wet. So it's too many up in the air factors, and that's why they lay, as many as they do, because in the wild, out of that whole clutch, maybe 1 or 2 would actually make it to hatching. So this gives you a very controlled environment and mitigates any kind of risk towards the eggs that would jeopardize a healthy hatch. So I'm hoping for 7 healthy babies on August 6th, and I'm going to keep an eye on them. I made sure to have 2 containers prepped so that they would all have their own room. None of them are touching each other or touching the walls, so they won't get too much humidity and have to deal with like mold or going bad from that. And I got mom moved, and I already saw her drinking water, and she's a very good eater. So she should hopefully, when I feed them in a couple days, I'm hoping that she'll take her first meal for me after laying those eggs, and then get back to being her full weight, hopefully in about 4 to 6 months or so. Not that I'll breed her in that time, but just want to get her healthy again and as soon as possible. So thanks for watching and checking it out, and I will keep you posted on how these 7 babies of Bruin are doing. And no idea what these are going to be, because I don't know what traits made her a Belle, Blue-Eyed Lucy, lutistic, which is a blue-eyed snake that is all white. I know she's not super Mojave because they have a tendency to have some gray on the top, but she does, and sometimes they have a little bit of yellow fading pattern, but she doesn't have any of that. She's solid white. So we'll see what traits she makes, but this will be proving her out. So I've had her since she was a hatchling, basically, but I got her from actually a rescue, so they had no information on her background or anything. So all right, have a great night. Exciting, exciting.